Hey y'all! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Annalisa and this is the North in the South. Welcome back to the community of modern witches, witch-adjacent folks that are interested in learning about witchcraft, magic, and spirituality of the Northern tradition. And today we have an awesome video for you about one of my favorite subjects, journey work. But first, I want to remind you to scroll down in the descriptions of this video and find the free gift that I've made just for you. It's a recorded journey that you can do when you have the chance, the space, and the opportunity. Journey work, you say, well, Annalisa, aren't we right now in a post-apocalyptic, pandemic, lockdown scenario? What in the world do I have as far as options for journeying or going anywhere right now? And this is the fun, my dear magical one. It's time for us to do journeying of a whole different kind. So journeying is a practice that humans have been engaging in under a whole variety of different names since they could begin imagining or dreaming. Journeying is the ability to alter our brain waves, our brain activity in order to affect the state of consciousness that we're in. So are you a daydreamer? Have you ever caught yourself sort of daydreaming away and then bringing yourself back and thinking, wow, that was a, where did I just go? Or maybe you've gone somewhere and as soon as you got to the place, you thought to yourself, ooh, how did I get here? I don't really rightly recall all the details of even the process of getting here. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Altered states of consciousness usually induced by a change in the way your brain activity is happening. There's lots of words that are used to describe this altered state of consciousness: trance, hypnosis, even non-ordinary states of consciousness. All of it really more or less is saying the same thing, which is that you're going into a level of consciousness or a place of consciousness that isn't within the ordinary bounds of getting up, making coffee, getting dressed, getting in the car, driving the car to work, going to work, and doing all the other millions and zillions of things that are on your to-do list during the day. Deep relaxation, meditation, hypnosis, even hallucinogens all alter your brain activity and allow the induction of altered states of consciousness. But slowing down isn't the only way to achieve an altered state of consciousness or a way of achieving non-ordinary states of consciousness. In the Northern tradition, it's considered an ecstatic tradition, which means that in rituals and in ceremonies, sometimes instead of calming down, you speed up. Dancing, singing, drumming, and extreme physical activity to the degree that it almost transports you also into a non-ordinary state of consciousness. So you're dancing and you're singing and you're drumming and your conscious mind is busy with all of this, and all of a sudden you realize that maybe your subconscious or your metaconsciousness has wandered off to another realm. So there are many ways to access an altered state of consciousness. Some person over here might be dancing and singing and drumming and already far away on a journey to another realm, while another person over here is lying in a deep, calm, meditative state and possibly visiting the same realm. As you can see, there's more than one way to actually induce this altered state of consciousness, and there's more than one way to journey in this sort of form. If I was going to define journey work or journeying, I would say that it's the intentional induction of an altered state of consciousness with the idea that visiting other realms, other universes, other realities will give the individual greater wisdom and insight far beyond the limited myopia of their individual human experience. Okay, cool. That sounds pretty interesting, but why am I journeying again, Annalisa? Excellent question. You know, humans have used journeying techniques for millennia as a spiritual practice in order to gain access to levels of consciousness and insight that are greater than themselves. This is a chance to peer behind the curtain and access a universe of wisdom that's awaiting you. So here are 5 tips for journey work that I wish I'd known when I first started doing journeys. 1, safety first. Journey work is not for somebody who's operating machinery, driving a car, or otherwise needing to use their full attention and engagement in their life. 2, Plan time and space with intention. Now, in terms of timing, be sure that you're able to set aside a block of time where you know you are going to be undisturbed. There's nothing worse than having somebody walk in the middle of your journey and demand an answer from you when your verbal center is completely offline. And two, sub point two on that is be sure that it doesn't matter how you decide you want to actually engage in the journey, whether it's dancing and singing or drumming, or if it's lying down or sitting up or whatever you think is going to be the most comfortable way for you to do it. The point is that if you're lying on the ground, your blood pressure is going to drop, your heart rate's going to drop, your consciousness is going to wander away, and your body temperature is going to drop. So be sure to have a blanket nearby to keep you warm just in case. 3, keep a notebook and pen nearby so that when you finish your journey, you're able to take notes and jot them down immediately. It is like a dream in that you won't remember it for very long thereafter if you don't take some notes to jog your memory. 4, in Northern tradition in witchcraft, you're recommended to dream on whatever happens in the journey. In other words, don't really speak about what you have experienced with anyone. Instead, allow dream time to help you refine and maybe even clarify some of the messages or the images that you received. 5, there's a notion in Northern tradition witchcraft that if you speak about your journey work with anyone other than your teachers or your guides, that you might actually inhibit future abilities to continue journey work. So I think the best rule of thumb when it comes to speaking about your journey work is, does it sound interesting? Are you curious to know more? Well, I'm so excited about this that I have actually recorded for you a journey that you can go on yourself. It's in the description below. There's going to be a link for you to click on so that you can download your own journey. It's in a separate file from this video so that you had time and space that you could intentionally set aside before you were ready to take and push play to begin your journey. So pack your astral bags, and I wish you bon voyage. If you liked this video, hit like and subscribe. I'd love to hear any comments, especially if you have any particular realities, realms, or dimensions that you're really dying to visit. Please type them in the comments below. I promise to answer. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell because that way you'll know the next time the new video comes out. Thank you so much for joining me here at the North in the South, and we'll see you again soon.